Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be continuing part 2 of our video series doing the Crafter Square DIY crochet kit, making the avocado. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, and for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So guys, where we left off yesterday, we have done the one side of the avocado that has the seed, the pulp or insides of the avocado, and the rind, and then we're going to do the back side of this, and then we're going to assemble. We'll probably have, I think we'll have enough time to assemble. So this was a viewer request. If you'd like for me to work out something, feel free to send your request in the comments below, and where you got your kit or whatever it is, and I'll try to find it. My Dollar Tree does not have a lot, so these are so cute. I've never seen these keychain anythings whenever I go there. So alright, it comes with the instruction sheet, and it shows a lot of illustrations that really help out. And we already went through all this stuff in part 1, so we're going to continue where we left off, and it's right here, part 2. We're going to do the back piece. So I had finished this off and left myself a really nice amount of yarn in case we gotta use it to sew. But now I'm gonna go back in with our green here, and it says for round 1, use green yarn working into a magic ring, 5 single crochet stitches, and end up with 5 stitches. Okay. So I will show you guys how to do a magic ring. You take the yarn and you wrap it around twice around your finger, leaving a little bit past your index here because we want to be able to hold it down with our middle finger. And once we have that in place, I'm going to take the hook and just slide it underneath these 3 pieces. So now I'm going to drag this back, but I'm going to drag this strand underneath these 2. So do that. Oh, I'm losing it off my hook. Okay. Then after we have that, we just have to do one more yarn over. And we're going to pull that through the loop to close off this magic loop. And then you can slip it off your finger. Okay. So now we are going to do 5 single crochet stitches into this magic loop. So what we do is we chain 1 for the height of the round. Then we're going to do 5 single crochet stitches. You stick your hook into the magic loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and there you have your first single crochet stitch. Walk through this one more time into the magic loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we have 2 now. We're going to do 3 more. 1, 2, 3. I think allergies are kicking in, you guys, so I forgot to mention that if you'd like to slow down or speed up this video, go and click the gear button on the corner of the screen. It'll have a playback option to either slow down or speed up the video. Choose how fast or slow you want, and then also if you don't need to hear me sniffling probably, go ahead and lower the volume and click on the CC button, and I'll have closed captioning for you guys. Okay, so now that we did the 5 stitches, we're ready to close this magic loop. What we're going to do is pull this excess piece, and we're going to see which loop goes in first. So Gently grip onto these stitches with the right hand, pull on the excess with the left, and just slowly pull the string and see which one goes. So now that we know this back loop goes in, what we want to do is make the front one disappear. And in order to do that nice and clean, no issues, what you have to do is take the back loop at this bottom side, not the top side, but bottom side, and start pulling this out until you see that front loop disappear. Again, keep holding onto those stitches, make everything nice and clean. And I do it this way because it's really hard to just pull both of them at one time. Okay. Now that's closed. You can pull the excess yarn here and see that back loop disappear with it. So this is how you close the magic ring. So we're going to count back 5 stitches and do a slip stitch. Okay, so counting back 5, and we're going to do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over and pull through all loops. And then we're going to take our safety pin that comes in your kit, and you're going to slip it under the front and back loops of that last stitch so that you know where you left off in case you lose count for the next round. But now we can move on to round 2, and this one is chain 1 and do 5 increasing stitches to have in total 10 stitches. Okay, so we're going to do our chain 1, and then we're going to do our 5 single crochet stitches into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. One more time, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So I'm going to just oh my goodness, in my allergic haze. I'm going to undo this slowly. Sorry, you guys. 5 increasing stitches. Oh, this is terrible. So in case you didn't see in part 1, an increasing stitch is really simple. It's just putting 2 single crochet stitches into the 1 stitch. So I had 2 single crochet stitches on here, but I'm removing one because it's supposed to be an increasing stitch. So what I want to do is go back into that same one that I did, stick your hook in there, then we're going to do 1 more single crochet stitch, and so now I have 2 single crochet stitches that's going into that 1 stitch, and we're going to do this all the way around. So let me walk with you. Oh man, yeah, the allergies are getting to me. Okay, so stick your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we have 4. So let's complete this 3 more times. And then we can do a slip stitch. Last stitch, you want to remove your safety pin. I'm going to stick our hook into that last stitch. We're going to do our increasing stitch, our final one. Okay. Now I'm going to count back 10 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So now I'm going to take my safety pin, slip it under the front and back loops of the last stitch, and then we can move on to the 3rd round. So for the 3rd round, we have chain 1, and then we're going to do 5 times a single crochet stitch and an increasing stitch, and we're going to end up with 15 stitches altogether. Okay, so gathering up some yarn here, let's chain 1, and then we're going to do a single crochet stitch, and then we're going to do an increasing stitch, and we're going to do a single crochet stitch, an increasing stitch, and then we're going to repeat this 3 more times. Last stitch, remove the marker, and we're going to end with an increasing stitch. Okay, so now I'm going to count back 15, and we're going to do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I'm going to mark this off with the safety pin again. Okay. Then we're going to move on to round 4. So for round 4, we have to make 5 chains, and this is going to be a lot, so we're going to do this a piece at a time. Okay, so we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert crochet hook into the second chain. So 1, 2, and then we're going to do 4 single crochet stitches. So yarn over, pull up a loop. Oh, I guess I didn't explain chains. Let me explain chains to you guys. So I'm just going to slowly undo all of this because I want to explain a chain. Okay, so part 2 of this video, so you don't have to go back to part 1 if you were lost with what I just did. So a chain is fairly simple. You yarn over and you pull through the loop, and that's 1 chain. So here we were asked to do 5, so let's do 4 more. So now when they say second chain, insert the crochet hook into the second chain. So from the hook you want to count 1, 2, or actually okay, so count the second chain from the hook. This is 1 chain, this is the second one. You see how it's braided? It's a nice pretty braid. Normally you would put it on the top loops of the braid. If you were facing it this way, I guess the top loops would be here. Now, I don't know, it's all preference. I like to put it in the back loops. So if I'm turning this, you can see there's little humps. I put them in there. So the second chain from the hook, you want to put the hook into that loop, whether it's this back loop, whether it's this front loop, you know, we're just going to stick the hook in there. We're going to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, do a single crochet stitch, and we're going to do this 3 more times. Okay, so now that we have 4 on there, okay, so next we have to do 2 single crochet stitches and an increasing stitch 5 times. So into the next stitch, let's do 2 single crochet stitches, 1, 2, an increasing stitch, 1, 2. Let's repeat this 4 more times. 2 single crochet stitches, an increasing stitch, 2 single crochet stitches, 3 more times, increasing stitch, 2 more times, 2 single crochet stitches, an increasing stitch, and 1 more time, 2 single crochet stitches, and we're going to remove the marker, and we're going to do an increasing stitch. Okay. Then it says 3 single crochet stitches and an increasing stitch. Okay. Let's see. Into the next stitch, and do a single crochet stitch 2 more times. Then we're going to do an increasing stitch, so now we're going to count back 29 stitches and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, then we're gonna mark the last stitch. And then we're going to move to round 6. Okay, so actually round 5, sorry. So for round 5, we have to chain 1, do an increasing stitch, and then do 3 single crochet stitches, and then it gets a little more complicated after that. So let's take it from here. Let's get some yarn. Okay. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do our increasing stitch. And then we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do an increasing stitch. And we just have to repeat this 4 more times. 1, 2. That's messy. Let me redo it. 2. 3. Increasing stitch. I just have to repeat this 3 more times. Let me go grab some more yarn. One, 2, 3. Increasing stitch. Okay. 2 more times. 1, 2, 3. Increasing stitch. And 2. 3 more single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. Increasing stitch. Okay. We gotta do 4 single crochet stitches and an increasing stitch. Okay. So 4 single crochet stitches and an increasing stitch. And then remove the marker. Then we're going to do an increasing stitch. 1, 2. I snagged a piece of yarn somewhere. Okay, so now we're going to count back 36 stitches and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. It's just one big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay. Okay. So now for round 6, we're going to chain 1, do a single crochet stitch and an increasing stitch. So chain 1, do a single crochet stitch and an increasing stitch. Okay. Then 5 times we're going to do 4 single crochet stitches and an increasing stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then do an increasing stitch. 1, 2. Then we're going to do this 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And we just have to do this 3 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do an increasing stitch. And we just have to do this 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Increasing stitch. 2. And then we have to do this 1 more time. Let me get me some more yarn. One, 2, 3, 4. Increasing stitch. 2. Okay. So next we're going to do 3 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do single crochet stitch and an increasing stitch 3 times. One, 2, last one, remove the marker. Okay, getting more yarn, last stitch, increasing stitch, did we do that last? Jeez. Yeah, I think this is the increasing stitch. 1, 2. Okay, so now we can count 45 stitches and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay. All right. This is slowly coming along. So for the 7th row, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to do 45 single crochet stitches, and that's pretty straightforward. So let me get some yarn here. Well, maybe I got a little too much yarn. We'll see. Okay, 45 single crochet stitches. First we're going to chain 1. Oh, it'd be good if I marked my last stitch here, so just go ahead and do that. Okay. Try this again. Chain 1. We're going to do 45 single crochet stitches. Again, you guys, as I mentioned in the first video, this was instructions sent to me, and I do not have the materials to make this kit, so I am using my own stuff. I'm using my own yarn, my own needle, my wannabe keychain ring over there, my own safety pin, my own needle. Okay. So my avocado might be a lot larger than yours. I'm not too sure. If you'd like to message me your photos of your avocado so I can see a size difference, feel free to go ahead. I have my email in the in my about section of my channel. It's actually Dexter's email. Dexter is my cat. And then I also do have Instagram as well. You can go on there, look up Isms by Josie, and send me a DM there. I'm just curious how big this thing really is supposed to be. I know when I did the crochet kits, the other crochet character kits that I've posted on my channel, when I did it the second time around with my own materials, the characters were definitely bigger than the originals because I was using their factory yarn, and it's not as thick as mine. And then of course the needle for this I'm using, I'm not too sure what size is needed for this project, but I'm using a 3.5 millimeter or letter E in this case. So after this round we have one more, so we are almost there. Okay. Remove the marker for the last stitch. So now we're going to count 45 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay, let's do a slip stitch. Oh, hold on, my needle's twisted. Okay. Pull through all loops. We're going to mark this off with our safety pin. Okay. And for our last round, the 8th round, we are doing a chain 1, and then we're going to do 45 single crochet stitches. I gotta get more yarn than this. Then we're going to do a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 10. Wow, so let me gather up some yarn here, because it's seemingly like I'm gonna be needing a lot of yarn. Okay, let me see. I wonder how this looks. That's the keychain loop. What is it supposed to look like? I'm just gathering myself up in an obscene amount of yarn here. Whoa. Can you see that, you guys? Okay. So let's chain 1. And let's do 45 single crochet stitches. Oh, and you know what? I've mentioned this in my previous characters. I don't know why I always end up like not ending up in the same spot. It seems like to rotate all the time. And again, if you can leave a comment below if you know what may be happening. But this last piece here is not gonna work. But if you are exactly the same as me right now, I will show you how I will fix it. So let's first do the 45 single crochet stitches. So that's going to be all the way around. Yeah, so I think this also might have been specifically my last. Yeah, I did Spider-Man, and I brought that up again the first time. How the way that I do these rounds, because it doesn't really explain everything. I'm sure I must be doing something wrong, but like I said, every time I start a round, the stitches seem to be moving, so that I don't end up in the same leveled location as the previous round. So I hope that made any sense. But as you can see, the 10 chains that we're gonna have to do after this should be coming from the top of the avocado, but as you saw where we started off, it's like kind of off to the side, so that's not going to be a great place to put your keychain. So I'm going to figure out a way to fix that. So meanwhile, we are ending this whole thing here with our last round, and then we're going to do the assembly. Looks like I'll be able to fit in the assembly in this video. But you know what? Maybe I should just part 2 this, because these allergies are really kicking my butt, you guys. And I'm debating whether or not I should take some allergy pills. I personally don't like to use them. They leave me kind of out of it the next day, and I have a lot to do before I go on a trip, so I need to be alert to function and do what I need to do. I gotta make sure all my documentation's great and everything. And, you know, I'm still working as well. You know, actually I'm doing kind of 2 jobs at the moment, so I gotta make sure that I'm not foggy with the allergy medicine, but this is like 1.5 days already. So this is, usually they just last a few hours. This one here is going on strong. I should probably find out if there's stuff going on in the air. Last stitch, we're going to do a single crochet stitch. Okay. Then I'm going to count 45 stitches and do a slip stitch. 3, 6, 9, and I lost count the wrong way. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45. Okay, slip stitch, and then like I said, they want you to do 10 chains as the keychain loop. So if you look at this here, as I've been doing this, this has slowly been pushing my stitching off, and it's supposed to be up here. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm going to get back up here, and how I'm going to do that is this is going to be a total guesstimation at this point, because you can just fasten this off and then start a new chain and chain 10, but I don't want to cut it off. I'm kind of lazy, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn it. So we're going to do slip stitches actually. Turn your piece around here. Maybe we'll end right here, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to do slip stitches. So into, once we've turned it, so we've got our next stitch, just put it in there and do a slip stitch and do another one. And you're going to keep doing this till you get to that top of the middle of the top. So let's see where that is. So that's, I guess we'll do one more, 2 more. Okay. Now, turn it back around. We'll sew this so you won't see it, but let's chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. It's the keychain loop. Fasten off. It's crazy. It doesn't even say where to put it. It's a keychain loop. I don't understand. See this here? Like that looks like a small loop. But you know what? So in this chain 10, well, we're going to stick this back into, see, it just says chain 10, right? Doesn't even say, just fasten off, right? Nothing. What we're going to do is we're going to put this into that same stitch, yarn over, and we're going to slip stitch this together like that, and then we're going to fasten off because we need this, you guys. This is the loop that they're talking about, although I don't think you need 10, but then again, 10 chains, but then again, like I told you, I have thicker yarn and maybe a larger needle, which is why this looks tremendously large. You gotta fasten off. I just cut a little bit off here. We're gonna yarn over. We're gonna pull that through the loop. We're gonna pull it all the way out. Then we're gonna pull this tight so it doesn't slip out. But now we're going to sew these pieces together. So I cut this short because this one is fairly long. And so we're going to take the not so pretty sides here, and we are going to sew them, I'm assuming. But let's go check what the instructions say. So I guess we got to go to this part here. Okay, use needle to stitch front and back pieces together. Leave 2 centimeters opener to fill the stuffing and close the opener once finished. Okay. So let's take this long piece here, and I'm going to use my needle that came with the previous Crafter Square kits, and I'm just going to feed this through the needle. Okay. Like that. And then I'm just going to start. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm actually a lefty. Oh, maybe I'll do it for righty. Gotta be fair. Okay. So since we're here, let's see. Okay, I'm going to use my right hand, which is very awkward feeling for me. But I'm going to just sew this up together. And I'm putting the needle in the front and back loops. Again, there's no rhyme and reason for it. I'm just going to and I don't know. There's so many ways to do it. You can go in and out this way so that you see the nice fold, but this is kind of like an avocado, so I think I'm just going to go over the stitches like this. Yeah, so it kind of hides the seam. And we're going to go all the way around. You want to make sure that the seal is somewhat tight because we're going to end up stuffing this, and as you wash it, you don't want the stuffing to leak out. And plus I'm trying to diminish the lines, so that's kind of like a smoother transition. So I am tightening it up a little bit, trying to make it blend. But yeah, this is why you need a long piece. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough all the way around. Oh, and my knot came out. I had combined two pieces. It happens. Sometimes the factory does it as well. But this is fixable. You just tie a knot as tight as you can. Okay. Don't pull too hard because it'll come out, and you don't want to do a double because the double will look too thick. So I'm just going to leave it like that. If it gets undone again, I'll just redo it. But yeah, let's continue going all the way around. It should be the same number of stitches. I believe it's the same number of stitches. Yeah, it's the same number. But I think there definitely is. You'll be able to tell if you're putting too much tension on the yarn when you're sewing these, because you'll see like this one is looser than this one. So you can kind of see it's not, the stitching is lower because it's just bigger stitches. There was more tension on this side than on that side. But I guess as long as you have the same number of stitching, it should work out. Okay. So guys, just so that we're not sitting here forever, actually, I'm gonna go off camera and just finish sewing this all the way around until maybe we get to the keychain part so we can end up stuffing it. So I'll be back. Okay. So I have sewn this avocado together. It's so cute. And I didn't realize how big this is. Look, it's like the size of my hand. Let me go and get some stuffing and we're gonna stuff this. Okay, so I'm sure this kit comes with much better stuffing, softer stuffing, if it's from the same kit like I got. But I'm just gonna use my rough stuffing that I was going to use for something else actually, but I'm just going to take it and stuff this in there. I don't even know if I'm going to need more. I might, we'll see. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to need a little bit more. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is way too big for a keychain, so for sure it was due to me having thicker yarn and probably a larger needle. Can't remember if the other kit that I have uses a 2.5 or maybe it was a 3.5, but definitely the the thickness of the yarn probably played a role in how big this avocado is. This is the size of a healthy avocado actually. Alright, let's go back here. Alright, and close the opener once finished. Oh, I accidentally stuffed that in there. Okay. Try not to catch your stuffing in your sewing, because it'll come right out through the other side and it'll look messy. I'm trying to figure out at the same time how I should tie this off. Okay. So now I think I'm just gonna go back in here, and I am going to go in this loop twice with the needle. Kind of sucks this knot is here because I have to maneuver around it. I think I got it. Now you just have to tighten this up here, pushing that knot down. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is snip this off like that. And I know we've got this extra tied piece, but what I'm going to do is stick my hook in somewhere and then kind of run it against the surface of this avocado, and I'm going to grab this yarn and fish it back into the avocado. Okay. Just gotta get my needle back. Okay. And then we're gonna squish the stuffing to make it look right. Okay, so next we have to use black yarn to complete the face. And what does this face look like? Okay. Alright, well, I don't have embroidery floss to spare, so I'm going to use my black yarn, my ratty black yarn. It's like, can't even find the end. Okay, so I have my black yarn here. I'm going to try doing this without having to cut multiple times, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm just going to thread this up. If I can. Okay. Then I'm going to start with the eyes. It looks like we could put them here. Okay. And there's no, it didn't say any way to do this, so you just gotta play it out. But I'm gonna try to get the excess yarn to be as minimal as possible. Maybe made it too minimal. Alright, we'll just do it that way. I'll have to tuck that in somehow. Could just try pushing it in there. Okay. Just gonna cut this off now. And then I'm gonna come in here just under the surface. I'm gonna find a spot to poke up in. And then I'm gonna pull this piece and drag it inside the avocado. Ready then. And you guys, oh my goodness, this went off. Look how funny this is. Now, if you have the keychain, you can imagine it's quite reasonable to put that in there with some pliers. Oops, hit the camera. In my case, I don't have that keychain. I have this little clasp, and it's a big ring. But I would just put the loop through that and then close this up. And I have my little avocado keychain. Now, I could tell you this, I mean, you can kind of, I just feel like this can rip, so just be careful with that. But look how cute this is, you guys. So there you have it. This is my avocado from Crafter Square. I'd like to thank Adriana again for sending me the instructions and asking me to recreate the avocado. I know these instructions are not easy. I did find a couple of things here or there that I didn't really like about the instructions. But anyway, here it is, you guys. So let me know what you think. Please send me your how-tos or your any projects that you find difficult to complete. Let me know where you got them so I can see if I can get them myself. At any rate, thank you so much for watching, you guys. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.